Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to Madam Zarina. My name is Nusuraihani binti Ibrahim and I am from EMD4M1C. Today I'll be presenting the group assignment given by Madam Zarina, and the question that I'll be presenting is question 1, A and B. So for the first question, the question asked me to sketch the graph of fx in the interval of coordinates -5 and 10. So the function involved is in the bracket x plus 2 and bracket 2 minus x. So this, when I multiply both of this equation, it will become 4 minus x squared. So this is our first function, which is 4 minus x squared. For the second function is fx equals to -3. So the first step is that I wrote back the intervals and I calculated the value L. So to find L, P is equals to 2L, and to find P I took from the function f in the bracket x plus 5. So the 5 is the value of P. So P is equals to 2L equals to 5, and when we calculated L was found to be 5/2. The next step is to find the y and s coordinates. So the first thing that I did was I listed down both of the function, which is y equals to 4 minus x squared and also y equals to -3. So for the first function, the interval was 0 to 3. So when x is equals to 3, y is calculated to be -5, and when x is equals to 0, y is 4. So for the second function, the interval is 3 to 5. So when x is equals to 3, y was calculated to be -3, and when x is equals to 5, y is found to be -3 also, because the y is constant value. So this is the graph that I sketched. It was supposed to be only half. The parabola was supposed to be only half, which is from 0 to 2 in the x coordinates, but I drew one whole parabolic graph because I did it in a computer using a software, so I don't know how to make it as a half graph because I did this on the computer and not handwritten. So yes, this is the graph. So question 1b asked me to find the Fourier series of fx. The first thing that I did was to determine whether the function of fx from the graph is even, odd, or neither function. And from the graph that I drew before, it shows that the graph is actually a neither function, and that is why we have to find the value of a0, an, and also bn. All three of these values are needed to make the final Fourier series. The first thing that I did was to list down the a0 formula, which is 1/L in the range of c to c plus 2L fx dx. So this is the equation, which is 1/L is 1/5/2 in the range of 0 to 5 fx dx. So we integrated the first function, which is 4 minus x squared, and also the second function, integrating the second function -3 to become -3x. So the final answer is a0 is calculated to be 6/5. So the next formula is for an, which is 1/L in the interval of c to plus 2L fx cos and pi x/L dx. So this is the equation, and the final equation, not the final equation, the third equation when we substituted the values is 2/5 in the interval of 0 to 5, 4 minus x squared cos 2 pi 2n pi x/5 dx plus -3 in the interval of 3 to 5 cos 2n pi x/5 dx. So when the formula is when the equation is ready here, it shows that we need to use the tabular method for the first function, which is 4 minus x squared cos 2n pi x/5 dx. So here we have to use the tabular method. So this is the table that I did. So the function that needs to be differentiated is 4 minus x squared, and the function that needs to be integrated is cos in the bracket of 2n pi x/5 bracket. So when I calculated all this, it was found to be this value of an, and the final answer is for an is -2 and pi plus 25 2n pi to the power of 3 sine 6n pi over 5 minus 15n pi square cos 6n pi over 5. So this is the value for an. Next, I calculated the value of bn. So the formula is 1 over L in the range of C to C plus 2L fx sine n pi x over L dx. So the difference between bn and an is just the sine and cos. Sine and cos. For an is cos and for bn is sine. So I substituted all the values and I got 2 over 5 in the range of 0 to 3, 4 minus x squared sine 2n pi x over 5 dx, plus in the range of 3 to 5, negative 3 sine 2n pi x over 5 dx. So here we also need to use the tabular method. So it's actually the same as the table that I did before, but the difference is that the integration is not cos 2n pi x, it's sine 2n pi x over 5. So after calculating, this is the answer that I got, and the final answer for bn is 2 over n pi minus 25 over 2n pi to the power of 3 cos 6n pi over 5 minus 15n pi square sine 6n pi over 5 plus 7 over n pi plus 25 over 2n pi to the power of 3. So that is all for my part. Next, I'll be passing the presentation to the next presenter, Shazira.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Shazira binti Azhar. I will explain for the question 1C, which is the waveform of a period function fx has a period of 2 and function value over one cycle as given in the following table, which is the xo this is the data, and for the fx this is the data. And then given that a1 equal to negative 2.047 and b2 equal to 1.322, determine the Fourier series for fx in the standard form until the second harmonic. So which is we should calculate till C2. All calculation must be in 3 decimal point. So I will continue to the solution. So this is my solution, which is I already calculate the answer. I already calculate for the fx in x0, fx cos 2x0, and this is the sum up for all the answer. And then second step, we will calculate for the AO, which is I got the answer 7.988, and then we will calculate for the CO, and I got the answer 3.994, and A1 already given in the question, which is negative 2.047. And then we calculate for the B1, which is the answer is negative 0.393, and then we calculate for the C1, and then I got the answer 2.084, and for the alpha I got the answer 259.132, which is the part for the angle is on negative y, negative x. So the answer should be plus by 180 degrees. And then we move for the A2. This is for the second harmonic, which is I got the answer negative 0.535, and then B2 is already given in question, which is 1.322, and we calculate for the C2, which I got the answer 1.46426, and then for the angle, for the alpha 2, the area for this is negative y x, which is when we got the answer for the alpha 2, we should minus 360 minus with A2. And then the answer is 337.696. And for the final answer, we sub the answer in the formula, which is fx equal to CO plus C1 sines A1 plus x plus C2 sines A2 plus 2x. So I already subs into the formula, and I got the answer 4.959. That's all for me. Thank you.